Let's get lifted. Let's get lifted. Let's get lifted. Let's get lifted. Let's get lifted on the ABC. 1, 2, 3s. Take a look inside. Everything you need is right in front of you. And right inside of you on these ABCs. Thank you for learning with me. My name is Lauren F. Jones, also known as Butterfly Jones, also known as your tutor. And we're going to learn about some icons today. Now, my camera is shut out on my last video, so I have to pick up where I left off. We're doing a Walker series really quickly. Maggie, Lena Walker, Madam C.J. Walker, and Alice Walker are all that's going to be on this video, okay? So I'm gonna pick back up at Maggie, Lena Walker, whether you heard it or not in the last video. Today's video is going to have that. Born July 15th, 1864, died December 15th, 1934, 70 years young. The daughter of a Richmond, Virginia laundress, Maggie Lena Walker rose to become a significant force in the economic empowerment of the region's African-American community and the first female American bank president. As such, and as the guiding spirit of the Independent Order of St. Luke for more than 30 years, she helped create and expand business opportunities for many Black Americans, especially Black women. Walker worked as a teacher before marrying, and as she raised her 3 sons, she became increasingly active in the Order of St. Luke, one of the many mutual aid societies that were crucial in the Black community for networking, obtaining insurance, and other purposes. With her vision and her organizational ability, Walker gradually built the order to a membership of 100,000 in 22 states and the District of Columbia. In 1903, she opened the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank, which financed important building projects such as Richmond's Emporium. All right. Now, Madam C.J. Walker, born December 23rd, 1867, passed May 25th, 1919, at the age of, do you know? You tell me first. At the age of 51. Born in Delta, Louisiana, raised on farms there and in Mississippi, married at 14 and widowed at 20, C.J. Walker went on to become a successful hair and cosmetics entrepreneur, and by the early 20th century, the richest self-made woman in America. Yet, Walker saw her personal wealth as not an end in itself, but a means to help promote and expand economic opportunities for others, especially African Americans. She took great pride in the profitable employment and alternative to domestic labor that her company afforded many thousands of Black women who worked as commissioned agents. Walker was also well known for her philanthropy, supporting African American educational and social institutions from the national to the grassroots levels. Walker's daughter, Alila, carried on this tradition, opening her mother's and her homes to writers and artists of the emergent Harlem Renaissance and becoming a catalytic figure in the movement. All right. So that's Madam C.J. Walker. All right, we've got Maggie Lena Walker, Madam C.J. Walker, and last but certainly not least is Alice Walker, one of my favorite authors. Born February 9th, 1944, Alice Walker wrote, "The Black woman is one of America's greatest heroes." Still is the case. Still is the case. Alice Walker once told an interviewer in her many books of poetry. Oh, that's something Alice once told an interviewer, that the Black woman is one of America's greatest heroes. Her many books of poetry and prose are a powerful testament to this truth. Though she writes about the trials of all African Americans, the feminist perspective infuses her work, and the resultant vision has made her a commanding presence in contemporary literature. Her third novel, The Color Purple, 1982, won the Pulitzer Prize and focused new attention on the enormous range of her work. A born storyteller in the Southern oral tradition, Walker conveyed in this book both the brutal victimization of women and the capacity for redemption even under the most heinous circumstances. Her first novel, The Third Life of Grange Copeland, 1970, The Third Life of Grange Copeland, 1970, explores the effects of racism on 3 generations of a Black sharecropping family. Meridian, 1976, depicts the courage of a woman involved in the civil rights movement. Walker also edited a collection of the writings of Zora Neale Hurston, one of her spiritual antecedents. That means she came before or after. Antecedents. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up because I can't remember right now. Before. Yes, so Zora Neale Hurston came before Alice Walker. And so she helped create these legends that we read about. That's Maggie Lena Walker, Madam C.J. Walker, and Alice Walker. The Walker series. Just wanted to make sure we got the end of that video because it was taken down, or it wasn't, my video wasn't long enough the first time. So thank you for getting lifted with me on these ABCs. Thank you for getting lifted with me. All right, good night.